As some of you may know, I've just joined the Faculty of Environmental Studies. I've just joined York, and in fact, I've just joined Canada because I come in from the States, and I arrived here on August 1st. So I really, I have to say that as much as I love my country, it's great to be in a place where you can say the words climate change out loud. I deeply appreciate that. I'm very excited to be asked to lead the Faculty of Environmental Studies. It's a unique program that combines multiple approaches, and the Sustainable Energy Initiative is a prime example of the way in which we do that kind of work. The SEI contains science and technologies of renewable energy expertise, policy and planning expertise, as well as approaches based in education and culture, involving teaching, the arts of persuasion, and culture change. And without this combination, you cannot have change happen. And it's very important that it does happen. So one of the things about the Faculty of Environmental Studies that's special is that we actually get involved and make a difference in the world. And one of the proofs of that is how many of our alumni are what I like to say seeded through the various entities in Toronto that are working around environmental issues in a number of ways. And that's been very exciting to me to find out. In addition, we have developed very strong partnerships with entities such as PowerStream, through whose generous donation SEI is able to do a lot of its work, as well as partners within York who can do what we can't. For example, the new Faculty of Engineering that's developing that can actually, we hope, put together some of the things that we think are necessary to make. So we can bring in people from business, government, journalism also to teach for us. Peter Love is an example of that, and Tyler Hamilton, whom you'll be hearing from on the panel today. So being able to foster real-world change is very important because, as all of you know more than most audiences I might be talking to, clean, renewable energy is crucial for us in the world today, in Canada, in Toronto, but globally. Energy independence, one reason is energy independence, not just nationally, but regionally, so that we aren't in the coming years dependent on long distribution chains and other places in order to get our energy needs met. But also emissions reduction, because in the face of climate change, in the face of what we're seeing already, the storms, drought, the effect on food, on species, on new illnesses that are developing, we must do something. We must look to the future. We must reduce our emissions. So parallel, I think, this effort that we're involved in, that you're all involved in, to create clean, renewable energies, might be parallel if you might think about the development of sanitation systems in the middle 1800s. The development of municipal authorities that were able to bring clean water and sanitation to cities made it possible for cities to grow. They also protected the health of people in those cities. And like the effects of climate change, the effects of poor sanitation were mostly felt by poor people, poor communities. And in the example of climate change, the effects are felt by poor regions and poor nations as well. So there isn't just an economic reason to do this. There isn't just a, municipal reason to do this. There isn't just national reasons to do this work with clean energy. There's a moral reason to do this work with clean energy. And it's very important, I think, for all of us to remember that sometimes, even though it might not be top of mind in most of the work that we're doing. I hope you're not offended for me to make an analogy of the work that you're doing with plumbing, essentially. But I think it is important. It was a way in which municipal authorities were built, and it's a very interesting thing to think about. So in all of this work we're doing in trying to create and develop and distribute clean renewable energy, the question of storage is essential. Without storage, we aren't going to be able to really accomplish this. So I'm very excited. I don't know that much about storage, but I'm very excited to be here and to learn about this question. I think it's going to be very interesting, and I'm very happy to be invited to be here with you. Thank you.